Good afternoon. My name is Danon Butler, certified anger management specialist. Today, the topic that I'm going to touch on would be centered around what you allow to come into your mind. What are you exposing yourself to? I was talking to a kid on my caseload, and similar to some of my acts when I was about 17, 18 years old, he responded with rap lyrics, and within it, I found it dangerously. Here's the situation. If you turn on the radio right now, you turn to, I won't name any stations, but every major station in Atlanta or the world for that matter, you're going to hear black people killing black people. And then you have major corporations, Pepsi, Coke, Doritos, all these people advertise on these stations. It's okay. It's become a part of the norm. Um, and so if a kid is listening to murder and killing and hating and shooting and punching all day long. I'm not saying that all kids or all teenagers or all young adults or all people respond the same, but when you allow something into your brain, into your energy, then sometimes that's what comes out when there's time to exert that energy. So, and also, um, what I want to touch on is the importance of emotional intelligence. That's being able to look at the facts of a situation and make a decent decision based on those facts. And also to some of my clients, um, just because you do not know the law does not mean that you will not be prosecuted. Ignorance is no excuse. And that's in anything. That's in the law. That's in managing your anger and paying your bills on time. The more that you understand, the more that you can sift through something and see the the main points, the main elements. And what I'm really getting at is this: is I was talking to a young guy, and we was talking about the prison system and why so many African Americans are in prison. In the state of Georgia, we have one of the highest rates of recidivism, meaning when an individual is let or is released from prison, they're only expected to stay on the streets for about 18 months. And you can get on this bandwagon that it's just hard being a black man, or it's hard doing this, it's hard doing that. But what I want you to come to grips with and maybe do some research on is the way that this system is working. The system is working the way that they want it to work. If you take a small town where most of these prisons are at, there's a certain degree of the population that their income is based on having a certain amount of people in prison. A lot of times when um, a town is being constructed, one of the first things that they build is a hospital and a prison. That prison is a business. It's an entity. It's a well-oiled machine. When you go there, you're supposed to be rehabilitated. But if that was the case, if you were actually rehabilitated, then there wouldn't be so many people going back. Um, a lot of the times, a lot of the trades that those individuals in prison receive, they're incomplete. You can't come out with a barber's license. You could be doing 20 years, cutting hair for 20 years, but you can't come out with a barber's license, or you can't be a nail technician, or um, you can't be certified in anything, to my knowledge. And I could be wrong, but if people came out of prison fixed, then there wouldn't be so many people going back. And if there were not so many people going back, what would those individuals do for employment? I'm gonna end here because I just sparked my own. So now I need to go do the research, because in my mind, I look at the education system, I look at public education, and I see where they're dropping the ball. Not everybody, not saying the teachers, I'm saying overall, because a lot of our kids don't graduate. A lot of our kids don't. They make it to Waffle House or Walmart. No disrespect to anybody at Waffle House or Walmart. But if the program is going the way that it's supposed to go, then that means that people are dropping out at a expected rate. and people going to prison at an expected rate. And if you want to change the rate at which individuals go into prison, then wouldn't you alter the education system? Food for thought. Have a good day. Read. Take 20 minutes out your day. Turn your social media off. Read. Expose yourself to something enlightening. Thanks.